Hey there, folks. I'm Dr. Wang, and today, we're diving into the Chinese character,
先生
which translates to husband. So, why is the term
先生
used to refer to husbands in Chinese? Well, let's break it down. The character
先
itself is quite interesting. The horizontal stroke in the middle represents the front of the body, while the character
人
below symbolizes a person. In the Oracle bone script, the symbol on top of the horizontal stroke was a person's foot, but it got simplified over time. Now, this character
先
can mean in front, whether in terms of spatial position or time. Now, check this out. The English word that sounds similar to
先
is shine. Picture this: at a wedding, the groom usually takes his place at the front of the stage, eagerly waiting for the bride to make her entrance. As he waits, his face shines with a smile. It's a neat way to remember both the meaning and pronunciation of
先
but wait, there's more. Let's get some practice in. When you're practicing your strokes and the order of writing, remember the explanations we discussed about the character's development and pronunciation associations. This way, as you put pen to paper, you'll have a better grasp of the character's form and how it sounds. And guess what? This approach, rooted in the scaffolding learning principle, using the advanced organizers we've provided, will make learning Chinese a breeze, sparing you from those frustrating hurdles. So, stick around for more Chinese lessons.
先先先先先先
Moving on to the character.
生
In Oracle bone script, it was originally a symbol of a pregnant woman. That circular protrusion in the middle represented the round belly of a pregnant woman. As time passed, the shape evolved, and it eventually became the horizontal stroke we see now. Imagine a side view of a woman with a ponytail as the upper part of the character.
生
You can even think of that upper protrusion as her head, the horizontal stroke as her chest, and the horizontal stroke at the bottom as the ground. The Oracle bone script used this symbol of a pregnant woman to signify the arrival of new life. To remember,
生
you can use the phrase, her pregnancy sheen made her look even more beautiful, to connect the pronunciation and character shape. Now, back to practicing strokes and order. Keep in mind the textual development explanation and pronunciation associations we've talked about.
生生生生生生
If we break it down to its core, the Chinese characters for
先生
have a literal meaning of the one who has been born earlier. Now, in some marriages, you'll find that the husband happens to be older than the wife. In those situations, it's perfectly fitting to refer to the husband as
先生
But here's the twist: not all marriages follow this age pattern. So, what's the deal with calling a husband
先生
Well, there's a fascinating history behind it. There are several reasons why a husband is bestowed with the title
先生
in Chinese culture. First off, think of ancient China, a time when
先生
was a term that denoted respect and was used for folks with a certain status, knowledge, or qualifications. It was a term of admiration, often applied to the learned or knowledgeable individuals, including teachers, and it didn't discriminate between men and women. With the sands of time, though, the scope of
先生
gradually expanded to encompass husbands as well. Then there's the aspect of respect within a marital relationship. Traditional Chinese culture often places the husband as the head of the household and the main pillar of support for the wife. When a wife affectionately calls her husband
先生
it's a heartfelt way of expressing respect and admiration for her life partner. And here's where customs come into play. In China, it's a deep-rooted social custom for husbands to be addressed as
先生
Even in today's modern society, many couples still affectionately refer to each other as
先生
Now, if we rewind the clock further to ancient China,
先生
had a pretty wide scope. Essentially, anyone who didn't belong to the working class could be called
先生
That included storytellers, accountants, and those making a living through singing, practicing medicine, fortune-telling, or geomancy. Remarkably, it was also okay to call your own husband or someone else's husband
先生
as a token of respect. In such cases, you'd typically add a pronoun or adjective like
我
or
你
before,
先生
resulting in phrases like
我先生
my husband or
你先生
your husband. Fast forward to today, and
先生
has primarily come to signify husbands. This transformation might be attributed to the fact that husbands continue to hold a significant status within the family in our modern world. They remain the rock of support for their wives. So, when a wife affectionately calls her husband
先生,
it's not just a gesture of respect, it's a beautiful way of expressing love and admiration for her life partner. So, there you have it, more than just a term,
先生,
carries with it a rich tapestry of history, respect, and affection within Chinese culture. So, if you found our teaching approach helpful and engaging in your Chinese learning journey, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more lessons. And don't forget to share our videos with friends interested in learning Chinese, it'll make their language learning journey a whole lot smoother. Thanks for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you in the next episode.